Tom, in your discussion of the Bank of Goodwill and the law of nature of giving and receiving, how do you call the goodwill in? I find it hard to ask for help. It's almost I feel it's a weakness to ask. But I feel more and more that it's a key to feeling truly abundant, to let people in your life to help you out with resources of all kinds, as was Maharishi's way. Can you please give me some advice?
Maharishi used to do it this way. Be a few friends around. He'd say, "We need to get this done. What are the best ideas?" And somebody'd say, probably a helicopter." And he'd say, "How's this going to be done?" And somebody would say, "Well, we know somebody who, we can find out how to get helicopters." He's very good. You'll get on that. What's your name? Oh, my name's Johnny. Johnny's project, helicopter. Very good. And, when will we hear about the helicopter, Johnny? What should we expect? We want accurate expectations, Johnny. What should we expect? Within a week, within a week, Maharishi. See, he said, we have infinite organizing power. Johnny will have a helicopter here in a week. Now, what else do we need? Helicopters in those days, they started at about $300,000 US. He didn't have 300,000. And anytime, he needed something, he would just openly talk about it contemplatively. And he would say to, people, we were his students, but we were also his friends. He was very friendly with us. He'd say, uh, we need, and he always spoke in the royal we need some more provisions here. Kitchen is getting a little empty. What are the best ideas? And it was a really sweet, adorable way of him kind of asking for help. What are the best ideas? Do you have any ideas? So you can have a little party, have your friends around for a tahini sandwich or something. They're very inexpensive. And then just say, I need to get on this initiator training program in India. And before that, I have to go on a retreat. And before that, I have to do mastering the cities. And before that, I have to do exploring the Veda. And, I've worked it all out. It's going to cost whatever. These are the dollar numbers. What ideas do you have? I'd love to hear your best ideas because I haven't on my own figured it out. I'm sure I could if enough time went by. It's a very sweet way of asking for help. You know, have a friend around for a tahini sandwich, and or if bread is a little on the short supply, just as a few teaspoons of tahini, and then raising the questions. Like I have this aspiration. I'd love to hear your best thoughts about it. Now, this is also a very good way of uh, allowing our acquaintances to pass an exam. And the exam is those who are capable of helping but choose not to. We'd like to know who those people are. They may not get invited for a tahini sandwich in the future. And, when we have friends around and we float our ideas about what would be good, what's needed, and those who come to the party and someone says, "Well, I could get the ball rolling. I'd love to donate $1.50 now." Um, they're going to get invited to the next tahini party, like that. We like to know who people are. Let's give people an opportunity to self-declare, because somebody who's a worthwhile acquaintance will always uh, provide help if all you do is, in any sweet and adorable way possible, you indicate that help would be good. Help would be good. And those who are not willing to, everybody could give $1.50 or something. Those who are not willing to, we'd like to know their names so we can put them on the list. No tahini for this person. Not now, anyway. They're on hold. Maybe perhaps later in the future when They see so many people being generous with you and all of that. They want to come in now and join the party. Then they can also join the future tahini party. But there's going to be an entry fee like that. It's good for us to know who who is actually a true friend and who is it that's just hanging around, eating up our time and energy and consciousness. A true friend is always going to want to display it on the level of giving something and be a giver of some kind. But how can they know unless we sit with them and say, I have a vision and I'm open to all kinds of ideas about how to achieve it? Because right now, I don't seem to have the resources. But, if you have any ideas, let me know. Anybody who can't take a hint when you say that, their name gets to go on the no tahini list. And those who can take a hint, they've made their contribution to the group effort. Fantastic. They get invited to the next party. This is how this is how we do it. We don't have to ever feel like, oh, can you please help me? All of that. You know, I never heard Maharishi say, oh, can you please help me? No, he just would say, we've identified what's needed. Who's going to volunteer to be part of this? Everything always got done. Everything. It's a very, very fun thing to think about.